Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm
And I'm.
and we are watching the funniest show.
The what?
Funniest show.
Like that.
Very entertaining, enjoyable.
We just watched episode 5.
Yes.
And we're gonna watch episode 6 just because we can.
And what I expect now from episode 6 is to put another new storyline.
Like another character.
This is what this show does constantly. I don't know if you remember in season 2, we had this big story about Viltrumites.
Yeah.
And then it all of a sudden, in every single episode, it brought more problems with other characters.
Yeah.
And we had no idea where the story is gonna end. And we were like, how do we have time for
Remember
this
the
again?
Lizard League? Like
exactly.
What?
So that is something that I expect now from this episode, to bring another problem, another solution.
Well, there's no solutions. Technically, again, Nolan and Alan can bring forth a lot of solutions. You know, maybe like they appear on Earth and then they tell us we have been to the coalition of planets, and then like that's how we find out about it. You know, we don't. Maybe they first go to the coalition of planets and then Nolan comes back to Earth or whatever. And then they just tell us, and we don't necessarily see them go to the coalition of planets.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But if that happens, that is in episode 8.
I agree. So
if we don't see them go to a coalition,
Yeah.
that's not definitely. If they're coming toward, they're definitely coming with the end of the season, not a day before.
What was this episode called again?
I'm sorry.
Yes, I came to tell you I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or no, all I can say is I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I thought like, oh, Nolan to Debbie, but
If you ask me too early, honestly.
No one's not here.
At first, I don't even know how I don't think it would be easy for Nolan just to come to Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought somehow they would, either Alan would come or like they would invite Mark somewhere, you know?
I understand, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no idea. That is my point.
Yes, we don't know. Again, I think the whole season has been very strong. So
Let's continue that way.
Exactly.
You have only 3 episodes now to
wrap it up. And I think
really good season.
Yeah, and I think there's plenty of storylines to wrap it up with.
And now say my favorite season. This is gonna be my favorite season. But this is like this. Say it. You know you want to.
I thought it was clear. I know you want to.
So let's play the episode.
I
honestly don't recognize the person who was in the
I don't
picture.
even know. Like
I said, new character, new storyline, new problem.
And that didn't even look animated like it usually is.
It looked like
a bit weird.
Superhero from another planet. New superhero. That's how it looked like.
Yeah, like a new Lizard League guy or something. Yeah. You know.
Could it be like a new Viltrumite that we're wanting to get to our side or something like that?
I mean, I would say that, but there's like less than 50 of them. I don't think they're like sending another one out to Earth.
True. What?
Job to track my transformation.
Why did it start how it started? Everything's happening.
Why the two of you? I'm concerned about the two of you.
I have no idea what's gonna happen in this episode because they put everything.
Are you kidding?
Who's
Things are
coming?
big here. Becky would have come as well, but it's too soon for Jack to travel.
Can't wait to meet her cousin.
So carefree.
Who is his cousin? Oh, he's a superhero.
Yeah, definitely. Are we supposed to know him? Because I cannot remember him. It's
Well,
Tesla.
Actually, maybe he is in the picture, like in a suit or something.
That's as big as
If I saw correctly, it's blonde.
Are they gonna die?
I'm gonna grab a coffee.
I think he is a superhero.
No, this when they were fighting. When we saw in the flashback, remember people were flying down when Mark was holding the building. Was that the two of them? And
maybe
he left them and they died.
And maybe he now hates them.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it was.
Yeah, okay.
That's why they show this.
Okay, let's see now.
God, this would be so fucking. Yeah, they were in that building when Mark held it down.
Sorry to ambush you like this, but you weren't returning my calls or my email. Scuff the ball. I've been calling your office about the Invincible case. Look, I sent you the petition my wife and I did. My sister, Jessica. She raised me after our parents died. She brought an amazing daughter, Gretchen, into this world.
It's gonna be a difficult episode.
They both died. Look, it feels like their deaths don't matter. And where's the investigation? Okay, the charges, the trial. Thousands of people died in Chicago. Why is that murderer still flying around free?
Invincible was defending the planet from an alien threat.
How do we know that? Okay, the threat was his own father. If he's so innocent, then open an investigation. Let a jury decide. Give us justice.
I'm very sorry for your loss, but there's nothing I can do.
What are you supposed to do with that?
Of course
God.
there's gonna be inventory miscounts at the pace they're working us.
Nah, you saw the tapes. He stopped fighting.
Yeah, I co-authored the report on her. She still would've won.
It's bullshit. That they accuse us of making mistakes or losing equipment while heroes like him leave thousands dead.
Someone here isn't an Invincible fan.
I mean, anyone else smashes their way into the Pentagon, they're either dead or locked away for life. You got to walk out, no harm, no foul.
Exactly.
Maybe you've all forgotten, but Invincible is the only real weapon we've got right now if more Viltrumites show up. Till 2A grows up, at least.
2A?
Girl.
That's what they call Oliver, 2A?
Where'd you even find this guy?
Hey, careful! You gotta look out for other people.
I did! He didn't hit anyone!
He hates listening to me so much.
Who wants to listen to their older brother? Oliver, keep the fight away from the restaurant. This gets trashed. We can't have burgers after you're done.
Got it! Thanks, Eve! Next time, I want to fight someone tougher.
When you're ready.
I'm ready now! I already fought real villains, why do I have to fight lamos like the elephant?
Dad made me fight the elephant a bunch of times too.
That was before Dad did all that stuff. Will people here ever forgive him?
No.
I know he did a bad thing trying to take over the world, but he saved a lot of people before that, right? Doesn't that count?
Dad probably saved more lives than he took, but those lives don't just cancel out the others.
So he never gets to say he's sorry? But people think that, don't they?
Hey, can you blame them? All they know is he tried to take over and killed a lot of people.
Why don't you tell them then? You can make them understand. I can remember everything from when I was little. My mom hugging me, and Dad humming songs and flying me around the palace. My mom loved Dad, like, a lot. I know that. Then how bad can he be if my mom loved him and had me with him, even after Dad did all that bad stuff? She must have known he was good inside.
I still love Dad. But he was two different people. One was the Dad you and I knew when we were kids. But the other was a Viltrumite who had a mission to do even if that meant hurting a lot of people.
Invincible! Where is your remorse? Have you no shame for what you've done?
This is not a fun
The lives
episode.
you've taken?
This is not a
You
fun
think you're
episode, this is a
above
difficult episode.
consequences, But you are wrong!
That was much better this time.
They'll put me on his level. Let me store enough power to hurt him. But there's no going back.
Jessica meant everything to me too.
God.
Keep going.
God.
The hammer. Again. Harder. Harder!
This is dangerous.
I miss them so much. Hey, look up Jack. I'll go get him.
Your mom tells me you and Eve started business. How does that work?
We're on retainer at Peyton Penitentiary, so if they have a breakout or an attack or something, they call us for help.
Ah, so your reputation does the work for you. When I started in real estate, there was a bit of a turf war going on in this high-end neighborhood. But after I went door to door and introduced myself to the entire place, I was the only agent anyone would work with. It's all about reputation, right? You get it. You know what I mean. I hated myself as soon as I said it. Like real estate and superheroing are even in the same universe.
It's perfectly fine.
It's fine. Just because we aren't saving the world doesn't mean our jobs aren't important. Maybe, but our lives are still meaningful. It's good for all three of them to realize that there's a world out there that's not just aliens
True.
and supervillains.
Exactly.
Debbie, are you sure I'm cut out for this? I want to be with you. I'm not sure how I fit in. Mark and Oliver are great
Perfectly.
kids, but how can I relate to them? I can't measure up to that.
No one is asking you to be their dad, Paul. It's not about measuring up. It's about showing up. And as long as you're here, that's what matters.
Ooh.
Let me help you with that.
Hey, let's go!
What have I said about flying in the house?
I love him being a
What have
regular
I
kid. I mean,
said about flying
can
the
fly.
house.
Do it for Jess and Gretchen.
this is so beyond sad. Like he has a life and like he has a child that like he should be there for, but like he is risking
my
his
God, oh my
life
God.
because he needs to get like some type of justice for his sister, and like there is nothing.
Yes! I know it's not Thanksgiving, but this guy just brought the turkey!
Ouch.
Oh my god, she mentioned like a Kyle or someone.
Relax. She's a good friend, we go to yoga twice a week, and you're both adults.
You should have said that before.
Amber is at least.
Amber, how's it going?
Aww.
Wait, you read Sandstorm?
Yeah, do you?
Since I was 12. It's got so much
Go
levels
to Eve.
It
Go
is
to
an
Eve.
underrated book in my opinion.
I guess I have a type.
They never
Sure.
talked about it.
So, Kyle.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're both smiling, so things must be okay.
These teenagers are too mature.
Yes, this is not
Like this
happening.
is who.
What's up?
Get back! I don't want to hurt anyone. All I want is
Come on, are we here to celebrate William's birthday or not?
But we didn't have the title.
But he
he
probably
turned
was
it off.
about to show up, you know,
Turn
and
it
then
off.
he turned off the.
You know there's other heroes out there, right?
This is about the thousands of people murdered and the
Exactly.
countless other lives destroyed. Why is above the law? Why does never pay for his crimes? Where is it when people are trying to put their world back together? I want the truth. I want justice. I want.
I want things too!
Oh.
And sometimes I don't get them. So I understand why you're upset. You want things, but you don't have them.
I don't want to fight you. I want Invincible.
Oh, that's why you said his name so many times earlier. Well, it's a little hurtful, but... Ta-da! Is this better?
No. Give me the real Invincible. I only want Invincible.
Like he
This
goes
is
to
your
prison,
last
you know what I mean?
Punch!
That's gonna happen, what's gonna happen? It's like powering up. Yeah, but like I don't want it to hurt anyone innocent. Like Shapesman is gonna be fine, right? But like
I'm gonna take this.
Yeah, we need backup. The Powerplex guy just killed one of the Guardians of the Globe.
He attacked me. You saw what happened.
yeah.
Shapesman. My name is Shapesman.
we're okay.
I messed it all up. Why didn't Invincible show up? I was on the news. You would have seen me.
Did you forget what's happening in a few days?
What's happening in a
I
few
was
days?
so focused on tonight's plan, the memorial slipped my mind. How could I forget? What kind of brother am I?
There's a child in this room. Please, for the love of God, there's a child in this room.
Should I even be going today?
Why would you say that?
I don't know. This is for the victims of what happened. Feels like I'm imposing.
You're not going as Invincible today. You're going as Mark Grayson. And whether you admit it or not, you were a victim too.
I know you guys said not to worry, but we're supposed to be in Chicago in 30 minutes. If we're teleporting or something, I have to say, that might be a bit much for me.
Don't worry, Paul. We're taking the car.
Oh, God. Wait.
Get in the car before your makeup comes off or you lose your time.
Oh my God.
I would need to be sedated.
Oliver, please do it for me.
Fine.
Why is he holding the steering wheel? As if this does something. What is Robot doing? Oh my god. 2 of robots. 3. What is he making? Well, we constantly like have a bit of that, but I'm not sure what...
A little to your left.
But you're not gonna tell me what this is about yet.
Monster
It's a
Girl.
surprise.
They're talking about like that they're not...
This.
The more she uses her powers, the...
Yeah.
She ages backwards, so like he can fix that.
For what?
For you to transform. Please, trust me. And stay within the sensors.
Cells are approximately 24 hours younger than reference.
Yeah, tell me something I didn't. What's that?
Lost time, I hope.
All these weeks you've been working on a belt?
It's an advanced genomic engine, actually. Miniaturized, hardened, and built around a fusion battery core. It has to be close to you to work, so it had to be either a hat, a sash, or a belt.
Like, does it absorb?
Whoa.
The magic curse that is the source of your power has a bug in it, either intentional or not. When you transform back to your human state, it rebuilds you with an incorrect temporal offset, resulting in you getting younger each time you use your powers. This belt corrects that by making a digital copy of certain cells before you transform. Monster, please.
That felt strange.
No de-aging detected.
Wait, does that mean?
It worked. I thought maybe I'd need to fine-tune the... Oh. But I'm not trying to fix you, Amanda. You're perfect the way you are, and if you don't wish to use this device, I'll never bring it up again.
Thank you.
God, what is happening in this episode?
I'm telling you, this is not... This is an emotional episode.
Insane.
I was literally about to come find you. I'm not crazy, right? There was a thing between us. I don't want to say it was magical. But, like, half magical?
Yeah,
I knew it. You felt it too.
but that's not why I'm here.
Oh.
I'm quitting, Rex.
You're what?
Not so long ago.
Does everyone here hate Dad?
Oliver, it's not...
Give me the microphone. Stephen Park, the Moss are here. Elizabeth Volpe, Dominique Bassett, Jessica, and Gretchen Duvall. These are just some of the 2,341 people who were murdered here by Omni-Man and his son. Invincible, your father may have fled, but I know you're here. Come and face Powerplex!
Wait, Eve's right. That man is just You'll only make things worse.
I think
This isn't about you today, so let's calm down before anyone gets hurt.
If you protect Invincible, you're as guilty as he is.
Okay, you're coming with me.
I think Invincible Mark needs to speak to him.
Give her more credit than that.
You need help, not a fight. And I figured out you get stronger when I hit.
But like, is he gonna get help then? He's just gonna be put in prison, and what do you get with that?
Where are you taking me? Somewhere you can't hurt anyone else, Sparky. Hey, stop it. I said stop it. We'll make you stop. Jesus. Okay, you asked for it now.
Fuck.
I never really thought about all these people. I mean, I thought about them, but seeing the names, everyone here for the event, all this, it's like so much more than I thought.
Yeah.
Cecil kept me sheltered from all this. That guy today.
Mark, he was unwell.
But maybe that's because of what my dad and I did to someone he loved. So, if he had hurt people here today, wouldn't that still be my fault?
Of all the times to quit,
I just
why did it
adored
have to
that
be when
boy.
we were just
Really.
about to start dating?
You've joked 100 times about quitting, about opening a bar, or buying a farm, or getting a job somewhere where people aren't trying to kill you every day.
Oh, sure. Let's quit being superheroes and just be nobodies. Sounds awesome.
It does.
We wouldn't be nobodies to us.
I don't know.
I don't want to spend my last night here cooped up in your room fighting.
You're asking me to throw my whole life away. You get that, right?
I'm asking you to think about what you want your life to be. And maybe that it doesn't have to be just this until we both get killed. Now I want to take a risk on something different. On me. Maybe you.
And what, this all just came to you now?
I had a lot of time to think while my bones knitted themselves back together.
Am I happy? What does that even mean?
Are you happy almost dying over and over again so other people can live the lives we never get?
I don't get to be happy. That's just the way it is. Rexplode isn't some secret identity. It is my identity. It's all I've got. All I've ever had. If I give that up, I won't have anything left.
I'm still leaving.
Yeah. I know.
God.
It's over. I failed.
We'll come up with something. There's still time.
We're out of time.
We raided his house an hour ago. Apparently, he's been tracking you for months.
Well, at least I know who's sending those orbs after me.
I'm afraid those weren't his. Cecil was telling me the truth when he said they weren't GDA technology.
I know you've already done a lot, but I'd like to meet Scott. I don't want him hurting anyone else because of me.
Oh no.
Invincible! I tried to keep this between us. Between you, the killer, and me. The man who will finally bring you to justice. So I took a page from your book. I hope the life of an innocent woman is enough to motivate you to do the right thing. I'm sorry, Jack. Jack, I'm so sorry.
Careful. Go slow.
Here I am. Just let them go.
Jessica, the ball. Do you know that name? How about Gretchen Duvall? Huh?
I know they were your sister and niece, Scott. And I know they were killed in Chicago along with so many other people when my dad and I fought here. And for that, I'm so sorry. But hurting other people won't bring your sister and niece back.
You don't get to lecture me about hurting people. I know how your powers work. I'm not gonna fight you. Why do you get to live when so many others died? You stop breathing. When you murdered my sister, you're gonna get them killed. You're the one who kills innocent people. Just making sure you can't ever do it again. I'm warning you. Or what? You'll kill me like you killed everyone else?
Are you okay? Did he hurt you?
What the hell?
You're a monster!
For the pain you caused, for the lives you've taken, for everything you've done.
No. Scott, wait.
We can't remove the discs without killing him, so rehabilitation will be... But trust me when I say we'll make sure something like this never happens again.
Jessica and Gretchen. I didn't know their names before, but I remember them. Things changed for me after Chicago. At first, all I could think of were the people I couldn't save. That made me bad at being able to save the ones I could. So I buried those feelings away. I think that was a mistake now.
My sister and niece are dead. My wife and child are dead. Thousands more are dead. All because of you. Do you think the fact that you remember that? That now you're sad about it gives me comfort?
No, that's not what I...
Sooner or later, I'll find my way free. And then I will find you. This will do.
Can you just chill? Can you just, for the love of God, calm the fuck down? I think you cursed
What
us.
have I done?
When you said it was so fun. I think it'll be fun. We took such a big break.
We always
Because like
do
this
after...
episode is...
Yes. Especially when we don't expect an episode to be difficult, let's say. I don't know.
All I can say is I'm sorry. This is not what I thought the title was gonna mean. This was a much darker episode
Definitely.
than anything I expected.
Honestly, yes. And it's
Such a sad fucking episode. I mean, phenomenal.
I mean, very good episode.
Phenomenal
Very,
episode.
very good
Ridiculous.
episode.
I love every subject that we're tackling. I think this especially is so incredibly important.
I just love this show.
Literally.
Again, I just love this show. I just love how it does not miss. It does not leave things unspoken, you know, like some important things does not leave them unspoken, even though maybe we have in some situations seen the other side, even though we're following these characters, you know, and let's say we know that Mark is a good human, you know.
Yeah.
I love how it does focus on like the other side, the other picture of how much the consequences of these superheroes are hurting other people, killing other people, and how often does that go unpunished.
Yeah, I think that's like a big, like again, to talk about The Boys, because it's sort of a similar world. That's like a very prominent topic in The Boys, because they harm people fucking every day. The thing with these superheroes that mostly they're the ones that we know, they're good, you know, and they like try not to cause damage.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot to talk about in terms of, how do I say it, like policing, controlling like the damage that they do to other people. Like they were talking when they were like teaching Oliver, you know, to fight the elephant man, move away from the burger place and move away from people, and like it's a big important thing to learn when you do this business, to not like cause harm to other people. At some point it might happen, and when it does happen, what do we do with that? There's gonna be grieving loved ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's like, yeah, grieving loved ones of people who pass away, because maybe like, unintentionally from our heroes, but
because like, what do you do when these heroes that like we are watching end up hurting and killing people around them while saving the world, while protecting, trying to protect them, but like in a building that's collapsing, in their fight, let's say, people die, you know, and things like that. Who is responsible then for all those lives?
Yeah,
you know, because
and like
because their motivation, the heroes that we are watching, their motivation is saving the planet, is preventing people from dying, you know.
Yeah.
But like we have seen numerous times that like that did not end up happening, you know.
Yeah, and like things sometimes just like again, this thing with Nolan and Mark was much worse than usual. Like the number of casualties was much higher than anywhere else where it could have happened, and like there's 2,000 plus dead people.
I mean, Nolan in those scenes intentionally hurted people.
Yeah.
So like,
the casualty was high.
It's not a surprise that like I remember the whole Mark hasn't killed all the people who were in the one train immediately. God. People in the building, people, you know, like.
No, it was awful, and again, Mark didn't have anything to do with it. Like Mark there was a victim as well. But I think it's very difficult when you have lost a loved one.
When you are a grieving loved one,
yeah,
exactly.
like to see these superheroes that like just have this ability that it is, you can't do anything about it. Like you anytime you're gonna die against them, being revered as heroes, even though again Mark didn't do anything, but like you're grieving and you're not necessarily gonna think straight. I mean, the guy worked for GED or whatever the fuck it's called, GDA. I don't know what it's called. So like he was watching the image of Mark, like of Nolan holding him in front of the train. So like clearly Mark was not the one that like was.
Yeah, but like Nolan ran away. Yeah. So like he didn't know how not to turn all that anger and hurt towards Nolan. Nolan wasn't there. Yes. Mark was there, and Mark was worshipped.
Yeah.
So like that,
and no one listened to, I don't know what his name is.
And nobody, I think the biggest problem was there was no trial. Nobody talked about that anymore. Nobody interrogated Mark to find out the situation. He just walked free, you know?
Yeah.
So like that's even what he asked for. Okay, if he is innocent, put him on trial.
Yeah.
Let's prove that he is innocent, you know?
Yeah, which like I think again, like they use superheroes in this way to like protect the world, but like what you put a lot of power into their hands, and then like they are not gonna, there's, let's say, less rules that they abide by. Like if I was to accidentally run over someone, even if I did it by accident, you know, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
There is no measures in place, at least not that we know of, for superheroes that would make it easier on the people that lose people to feel like some type of justice or some type of like understanding. I think people just want to be heard in this very large tragedy. I'm not saying that Mark should now like go to jail or something. I just like, I think the guy...
I do understand
absolutely
his need for interrogation, let's say.
Yeah.
For this case to be looked at.
It just felt like he needed someone to like, that's gonna listen to him, that's gonna speak to him.
And not just, again, just because they give so much power and freedom to these superheroes, you know, it's easy for this guy to hate them. Even in the situations like this where Mark actually did not do anything, but like they have all the power, they are walking around free, like they have all the privilege, not just like being so strong, but like being above the law at the same time, you know. That is very interesting because like these superheroes, we were talking about like the
balance,
like the disbalance between the power of a superhero and the power of like the superheroes, you would say, are privileged. Absolutely. You know, because they do have all this power and these people are gonna die and nobody's gonna talk about them. Whereas superheroes, and me, when I'm looking at Mark, I feel that like he's anything but privileged, you know, because of the life and the responsibilities and everything that is put on him. I would never say he's privileged, you know.
Of course not, but also like
we are at the same time having the story between Rex and this girl who are privileged, and
Ray.
What Ray, who are privileged because they are saving the world, and like if somebody would die by their accident, like nobody would question them because they have been trying to protect those people, you know. But at the same time, like when the girl talked like how she was thinking while they were repairing her bones and like her skin, and you know, like all this that is put on her and like on Rex as well, he feels like he has nothing. And that he's no one if he's not saving the world, if he's not a superhero, if he's not protecting people.
Like this is the identity that he has.
I mean, he's been made to be this person, to be
like his parents sold him,
basically.
And like this is the identity that he
So I just
got.
So I just think the whole episode was very good with all the topics and all the sides that it wanted to represent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like you can like look at Mark, for example, or Eve, or like most of the superheroes that we have. Like I can tell you for certain that Mark and Eve and like a lot of them here are gonna make sure to not be callous with innocent people's lives around them. But like I cannot tell you that for every superhero. For example, I could not tell you that with Immortal or whatever. Like if he's throwing some villain, I don't know. He might just be throwing it into the building where people are, and like he could have thrown him somewhere else. You know, like there has to be things put into place to make sure that they are not callous with other people's lives when they are trying to save the world. And I don't know that there are such programs.
It doesn't seem like
that. And like I understand that would also be difficult because there's so much like destruction where these things happen. Like how do you know who did what? Was this necessary? Was this not necessary? Like I'm not sure, but like human lives are precious to the point that like you have to put much more effort
Yes, and that's why
into conserving that.
I agree, and that's why at the same time we have Mark, who is putting all the blame on himself.
Yeah.
Like even in the situations, like I really love the moment when he talked to him when he said, he heard the guy, and he said like, he's fighting now, and what if he kills somebody? Like, would I then be blamed for that as well? Shouldn't I then be blamed for that as well? Because like the
one that basically made him.
Yes, like I am brought the destruction to his family, and that is the reason why he is doing what he's doing at this point and why he's full of anger.
Yeah, and like again, the guy was just like he was drowning in his grief. And there was really nothing to satiate that anger that came from grief. And so like every time that he is doing anything and like almost hurting people, you just can't help but feel very bad about him. And like it also did not help that his wife was also drowning in grief and anger and continuously encouraged him. Like he didn't have like also someone telling him like, look at what you do have. Like you have this kid. You have a kid. You should take care of it. You should raise in this world. There's like so much to live for. But he could not.
No,
he could not look that way. His wife couldn't look that way either. To the point where they ended up dead. I mean, his wife and his child at his hands.
Yeah, honestly, like the entire episode, like I was really waiting for what is to happen, meaning like I really thought that like somebody's gonna get killed by his hands, because he was so full of anger and so out of control that like I definitely thought that like the show is gonna make him accidentally kill somebody, because he doesn't know how to control the things that like what he's doing. He's just blinded with anger that he feels, So like I definitely expected the person to die, but like honestly the moment when we saw, I mean the entire scene while he was fighting Mark, I was shocked what is happening, because like I honestly thought the kid is there. The kid is not gonna die. That was my mind process, like I expected him accidentally to kill somebody, but like I didn't expect the child to die. So like when he was fighting, I was shocked, because I thought, oh my god, are they really gonna do that? Because I didn't expect the show to go down like that, to be that, like to how to say that, to repercussions of his actions. To be that dark.
I thought like throughout this episode that like I was like, I hope that it's. I was thinking throughout this episode, because like it felt almost like inevitable that the whole point was gonna be that like someone was gonna die because of like his mistakes, because he didn't mean it, because Mark never meant for any of these people to die. So like it felt like sort of let's say a lesson in a way. And I was kind of hoping to not have a lesson, because I just felt bad, like he's grieving. And so like I didn't think that he should be punished for the like grief that he feels. It's not like the world functions in that way.
Honestly, that was what I was wanted.
But I felt so bad for him, and his sister and niece are never gonna come back to life. Like the guy is gonna suffer. I kind of just wanted him to get help. I think I was hoping for that literally until the very last moment when he burned his wife and kid. Like I think until that moment I was just like thinking, okay, please, like maybe if you just like hurt, like maybe if he hurts his wife accidentally, okay, then he's gonna like stop, and it's not gonna be too far, especially because like I'm a pessimist, but my mind goes like optimistic when I don't think in that dark of terms. I was like thinking, you have a kid, like you should find something to live for, and I thought that
nope, burn to the ground, burn to the ashes.
My mind was not going there, even though like at every point I was like, there's a child, like let's just be very careful, there's a child in this room. Like I was very aware of it, but like I really wanted
But
I didn't want this to end this
in
way
my
the way it
opinion, I
did.
completely agree with you, and I understand. But like, just in my opinion, somehow with the way that episode was going, he's not an original story. Like nobody turns evil or like, let's say, starts hurting people just because. You know, like this is a story very understandable how he would get into this position that where he would hurt somebody accidentally, or because he's full of anger, blinded by rage, basically.
Yeah.
But like I did feel like I was hoping as well. I was not hoping that he's not gonna hurt anybody. I honestly thought he was gonna hurt somebody, but I didn't expect him to hurt his wife and a kid. And I wasn't sure if he's gonna kill somebody or just like badly hurt somebody, you know, and stop when he sees that he badly hurted somebody, you know.
I hoped that it was gonna be that.
And I think I saw that you were hoping as well. Because you were constantly saying, just like, if he'd only talk to Mark, Mark can't. Because like I had a feeling like you meant like in that moment everything would solve. He would find his closure or something with the conversation.
I just felt like he needed to, like, it's fine to like attack Mark. Like it's fine. Like Mark is gonna be fine to me. I just like I thought he needed to break down. Like I thought he needed someone to listen to him. I just thought that we could come to like a resolution where like Mark could just tell him, I'm sorry, it was not supposed to go this way, and like understand what you mean, that like there's supposed to be like some protection against this or whatever. Like I just thought maybe if someone had listened to him on time, if someone like paid attention, because like this is not the first nor the last grieving person that lost a loved one. Like there's damage to the things that they do, you know, they can do. And so like I thought if we could get to some type of like conversation where he can hear him, then like he would be able to not let it go, but like that he would
understand,
you know, be able to let it go enough to be able to like see the things that he has in life and live for those things. It did not go that way. It went a really tragic way, which I think is like the more likely scenario. You know, what I want very often is more like wishful thinking, you know, like the best case scenario, but like oftentimes I don't think it necessarily goes that way. And so like I found it very painful. Like this whole episode, I found it very difficult to watch. Like even when Mark came to him and like tried to talk when he was arrested later on, like it felt like there was nothing at that point to do nor say. You know, that man is never gonna be the same. Like he did, like we're gonna revisit this, I'm sure. He is never gonna be the same after this now. And Mark, my sweetest fucking boy, who I really...
collecting enemies left and right.
Literally, but like I don't even understand how he deals with anything here. I would hide out in a hole. Like you would not see me ever. Like I wouldn't even know where to begin. Because like he finds purpose and in saving lives, and that's what he concentrates on. Like the people that have died, he like said that he doesn't think too much. Let's say I don't know exactly what he said. Like he didn't think too much about it because like he's trying to concentrate on saving the people. Because like also if you dwell on this, I don't know how good it's gonna be.
But at the same time, he needs to remember.
Yeah,
you know. Like so, like he would not repeat something. So like he would prevent some things, you know. Like he needs to remember every life that like was taken because of him, or like in a moment or something like that, you know. And I just think like he is really trying to do as good as he possibly can.
Literally, he is.
Again, the first thought that entered his mind is like, am I the one who is to blame for this as well? For the life that like he's gonna cause to die. You know what I mean? Like for his wife and his kid, you know?
No, he really... I adore him, and I don't even understand how he can stand after everything. Like it doesn't... Mentally, I would be fucking ruined. And I could not go on. And somehow he is still like a happy-ish kid.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know how he does it.
Thank God he has a good support system.
Yes. Like let's go again. But now like Armstrong is, I mean,
can fuck off.
Like literally just like calm the fuck
just
down.
Like fuck off.
Calm the fuck
just
down. Like you, all of those, you have gathered all the marks and Nolans that wreak chaos in every other parallel universe. And you have brought them to the one mark, that came out good.
Yeah.
What is...
You are the biggest villain that exists.
How is this? I understand that your brain fused together.
Shut the fuck up.
And I understand
Stop
that
your
this
brain.
is not really rational necessarily.
Not really rational. Someone would say
done.
so. Yeah.
I'm done. I cannot do this.
No.
But this is... How does Mark fight him?
This is the moment when we have crossed so far, meaning like the moment like when I'm gonna empathize with somebody.
Yeah.
You know how we hate Tony Soprano, but like, you know, remember his mom, remember his dad, who could have hit her? Shut up, Armstrong. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Like
zero sympathy feel for you.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
Really, I don't like. How is Mark supposed to fight this? Like, I don't understand.
Maybe
like,
his father could
how is he gonna
help us?
How are they gonna fight? Even two of them. How are they gonna fight like 10 of them?
We have Alan.
Honestly,
I think that's
maybe it measures
3
out.
3 of us against the 10 of them.
If all the other Marks and Nolans from other parallel universes could be like ours. Viltrumites doesn't stand a chance. 50 of us, 50 of them, we're good. We're good. But it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
so like Armstrong, I just...
heavily dislike you.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Chill.
So, I agree. No, guys, honestly, this episode has been perfect. This season so far has really been perfect.
There's 2 episodes to go.
2 episodes to go. I would honestly play them right now.
Literally,
if we didn't have to film the episode that's gonna be posted today, we would play these 2 episodes right now because first,
next time we need to watch both together.
Yeah, of course. I can't wait to watch them, and second, we're gonna watch Last of Us after. So like, plus is a plus. You know? So yeah. Okay, guys.
Thank you so much
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Bye.